Wine and ice cream, the combo finally exists. The best dating advice for each age group, and one-piece swimsuits are making a fashion comeback.
Welcome to Life Love Shopping. I'm Rachel Kay.
And I'm Michelle Yarn. We're also showing you this 18-year-old British girl. Amazing makeup tutorials on YouTube. I know you've seen them before, but this is like unlike anything.
She is really amazing. Cool. And then we're also, of course, cooking up some delicious stuff in the kitchen with our favorite diet diva. You know how we hate eating greens? Yeah. She is going to show us some really cool ways and fun ways to eat them that we won't even notice.
And hopefully tasty too.
Yes.
All right, well, we don't necessarily want to picture the older version of ourselves, and if becoming old is something you just cannot get your head around, there could be a sciencey reason as to why.
Yes, researchers have discovered a phenomenon called the end of history illusion, in which we mistakenly think we are always the finished product. Yeah, we do.
So what does this do? Basically, it prevents people from seeing themselves differently in the future. So for example, when we get older, the idea of gray hair is not something we can even begin to imagine or want to imagine. Also, the tattoo you got when you were 18, something you thought you would never regret, but alas, you do.
Something to look forward to.
I know. At every age, we think we're having the last laugh, and at every age, we're actually wrong.
Well, wouldn't it be great if someone came up with an idea to make that time of the month more bearable? Well, now when you're cranky, bloated, and too tired to get off the couch, help is just a computer click away. There's a new service that can help you out, and it's bound to start a new trend. It's a company called Le Parcel, and they now offer to deliver tampons and pads to your home each month, along with chocolate and a mystery gift.
Okay.
Yeah, users simply select which brands and products they prefer, enter their cycle's expected start date, and wait for the goods to be delivered right to their front doors, of course, incognito, not because we want anyone to know that we do that every time of the month, but the service costs $15 a month. It's not bad considering it lands on your doorstep, and a box of tampons runs about $7. But here's a thought: they should just sell chocolates and wine in the tampon aisle of the store.
Something about the way that's packaged freaks me out. It looks like an airplane, like food tray, and it's, I don't know, that just grosses me out. I'm not a fan of this.
Just put it on your shopping list and buy all those things you want at the store. It's easy.
Well, you can add this next item to your shopping list as well. It's one of the best food combinations yet.
Yes.
Wine ice cream. Yes, winos. You can thank Mercer's Dairy for this invention. They had to patent the product because it's the only wine-infused ice cream in the world. It's a blend of 12% butterfat and 5% alcohol by volume. That's like a beer. That's pretty good.
It's good.
And it gives it several national and international tasting awards. Each pint has the equivalent of a 6-ounce glass of wine, so it mixes a heavenly ice cream flavor and the taste of fruity wine. They offer 6 different flavors. There's cherry Merlot, chocolate Cabernet, peach white Zinfandel, even Riesling. The gourmet ice cream and fine wine mix makes it an adult premium ice cream. Well worth those calories if you ask me. And yes, you do have to be 21 years or older to purchase.
Michelle, I think that's a better option to buy instead of like the chocolate with the tampon box.
Yes, I'm going with the wine ice cream.
All right, well, if you could travel back in time, what pearls of wisdom would you pass on to your single self during each decade of your dating history? Well, Match.com shares their best dating advice. So if you're in your 20s, try being friends with someone first. Friendship is the foundation for a wonderful relationship that lasts. Jumping into something because of the physical attraction may keep you from noticing character flaws. All right, if you're in your 30s, that must-have checklist is keeping you from the one. Get rid of your arbitrary list of what you think you want in a mate. You may be closing yourself off to your perfect match because you won't give it a chance. If you're in your 40s, don't jump from one marriage right into another. Be alone for a little bit because this is your time to grow and become even more independent. If you're in your 50s, date someone your own age. Not having to explain the world you grew up in will make connecting with someone else easier and more meaningful.
All right, ladies, if you're working out and you're dieting like crazy just to shed some pounds before bikini season, ease up, sister, because the one-piece bathing suit is in this year.
Woo!
Not bikinis. Take a look, okay? Every stylish celebrity, we're talking the curvier gals like Beyonce, Christina Hendricks, Kim Kardashian, even the skinny minis like Taylor Swift, Kate Moss, and Kirsten Dunst. They are all out there rocking the one-piece bathing suits. And you know fashion trends evolve over time, and right now the popularity of the one-piece has a vintage 1950s pinup appeal that makes women feel sexy but still look modern. So I love that.
Very excited.
Yeah.
Well, the stars came out in their Sunday best at last night's Golden Globes, but it wasn't always that way for some of your favorite actors. Check out these first appearances. Look at Keira Knightley, one of her first red carpets for Pirates of the Caribbean. I guess she was going for the Pirates of the Caribbean feel, she was a world away from her current style. Instead of a gown, the actress wore a micro crop top with low-rise jeans, and check out that cheeky belly button ring. One of Julia Roberts' early red carpet appearances was at the 1990 Globes. We do think she's taking menswear inspired a little too literally, but that megawatt smile will never go out of style. And Golden Globe favorite Jennifer Aniston was weighed down with a little too much fabric as she walked the 1996 red carpet with Friends co-star Lisa Kudrow, who's, by the way, rocking velvet.
Very 90s.
And check out Catherine Zeta-Jones back in 1997. She usually goes for heels and haute couture, but back then she paired lace-up boots with a schoolgirl-style suit for one of her first red carpet appearances.
Okay, so those red carpet stars have already made it big, but now it's time for a regular gal to shine. We know YouTube has the power to launch careers and stardom, and this British teen is living proof of that.
I'm a self-taught, self-proclaimed hair and makeup artist, which basically means in the eyes of employers I'm neither, which leads me on to thing number 3, this channel. I'm basically just going to use this channel to upload hair tutorials, makeup tutorials, costume tutorials, skincare.
And boy, did those uploads pay off for this 18-year-old. Emma Pickles is her name. She boasts more than 2 million views on her YouTube makeup tutorials. Look at this stuff. Check this out.
Wow,
these are amazing transformations. And what's even more impressive is, like she said, she has had no training at all. That's her Kat Von D look, Edward Scissorhands. She said she started out really shy and she was using makeup as a way to express herself, and now she's cashing in. So I can guarantee you we are going to be seeing some really big things from her. She's getting a lot of attention now, which she rightly deserves. Look at the Snow White look.
It's amazing. I wonder if she could do our faces, if she could make, you know, take our looks and turn
I'll
us
take
into
that.
Well, speaking of famous faces, Hepburn, Monroe, and Kelly, they are Hollywood beauty icons known for turning heads, and we're sharing their beauty tips with you to help highlight your assets. Jackie O, big sunglasses, check. Perfectly coiffed dude, check. The First Lady would actually sleep with a silk scarf on her hair to keep her do in place and add just a touch of oil to the ends. Screen siren and fashion icon Audrey Hepburn had striking features and beautiful skin that required very little makeup, so to keep her skin picture perfect, she swore by a twice-a-week steam facial. Grace Kelly, she constantly reapplied hand cream. She said a woman's age shows on her hands much quicker than anywhere else. And even though Diana Ross is as famous for her curled coif as she is for her music, her hair wasn't always as big as her voice. She found that rice protein naturally plumped the hair shaft, creating that ever-loving volume. And 1960s British model Twiggy became famous for her androgynous looks and big, beautiful eyes. She actually always carried eye drops with her to hide any redness, and Twiggy also wore, of course, those false eyelashes and white eyeliner to help emphasize the whites of her eyes, making them look bigger.
Food, we all love it, but what's on trend for 2013 that we'll see more of in the coming year? Well, registered dietitian and our diet diva, Tara Gaitis, is here to show us what is hot this year. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You got a lot of good stuff, so let's dive right in. Where can we start?
Breakfast.
Yes.
So breakfast is always on trend, of course, and one of my new favorites is these Belvita breakfast biscuits, and they came from Europe over across the pond.
Okay.
Delicious, crispy biscuits, 4 of them in a serving. They have 18 or more whole grains.
Wow.
And 3 grams of protein, 4 grams of fiber. So it's really gonna, give you that lasting energy. And what's really cool about these is they're actually baked specially to have the sustained energy. You can pair them with, a protein and a fruit. You can either do the latte for your protein, which I kind of like on the go. Grab the banana and you're on the go, eat that in the car, or you can sit down and have a breakfast.
And the flavors look good too. I see
Oh my
apple
gosh.
cinnamon here.
Apple cinnamon's great. They have a chocolate one and the blueberry. I
Yeah.
mean, there's 5 different flavors. Outstanding.
Okay, what about going green with food? How can we do that?
Yeah, going green. And salads are always on trend. And really what is great is the nutrient density. And that's a big thing you're going to hear this year is about nutrient dense
Density,
food.
okay.
And how can you get any more nutrient dense than salad?
Yeah.
So Dole Salads has, of course, some great ones. I got all these recipes from dole.com/salads. This is a green pizza using the arugula. And arugula really is kind of making that comeback. Kale was really the popular one. Now we're getting into arugula. Really good choice there. A green smoothie. And this is actually a green tea smoothie. So you've got green tea, avocado, and some spinach. So that is like super ultra green in terms terms of a smoothie. And then another salad. So I like to think outside the box, and all these recipes were actually done with Eating Well magazine as well. So you know that these recipes are very tasty. This one is lentils, which are on trend this year as well, with some sausage and apples, really nice flavors that go together.
It looks pretty hearty too.
Yes, and it's hot on top of the salad, which is really nice.
You get that crunch. Now, I love California raisins, but I always thought of them as sweet, but it looks like you've got a savory dish here too.
Yes. So, and that's another thing. Think outside of the box, and this is the trend here is natural.
Okay.
And you can't get any more natural than California raisins. They're dried in that California sun, and there's nothing added to them. When you look at the label, it just says raisins.
Gotta love that.
A fourth of a cup is going to be a serving in terms of fruit, and it's just a really great way. You can, again, I got this recipe from loveyourraisins.com, and you can, spice up any recipe really with those raisins. The other thing that I love about raisins is they're economical. The USDA says they are the most economical fruit.
Really?
So when you're watching the budget, that's a good thing to do too.
Yeah, absolutely. And this dish looks really fancy, but it was really easy to prepare,
super easy. Just baked chicken, some tomatoes, the raisins, super easy.
Thank you so much, Tara. I appreciate it. And if you guys want to get more information, head to our website. It's lifeloveshopping.com, and we will link you up. Thanks.
Easy, delicious, and healthy. What more do you want? Well, coming up next, from newsmakers to fun holidays, we'll have a look at what you'll be talking about in your week ahead. Plus, a new year brings new technological advances. A look at the coolest tech toys that are coming your way next.
Welcome back to Life Loves Shopping. From smartphones to even smarter phones, all the latest tech toy companies gather together for the International Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas.
Yes, and Gal Times tech gal Jen Jolly is sharing the innovative and fun products that could be coming to a store near you.
The big story coming out of the convention center here in Las Vegas are 4K Ultra HD TVs like this one just unveiled from Sony right here behind me. What's so special about this is it's 4 times the resolution of today's high definition television. Pictures so clear and crisp, it looks like you're looking outside of a window, looks like a liquid image. It's like 3D without the need for glasses. Sony also unveiled their new flagship smartphone. It's a beautiful, durable, high-end smartphone, but here's what makes it really special. You can drop it in water, fully submerge it up to 3 feet for up to 30 minutes. You take it out and there's no stopping, there's no stammering or staggering. It works just like always. Right next to it, we have another hot new trend. This is the latest Intel-inspired Ultrabook. It's a hybrid laptop tablet. This is the Lenovo IdeaPad Yoga. And just like the name sounds, the screen bends, flips, swivels, giving you the best of a tablet and a high productivity PC all in one. Samsung just unveiled their newest flagship digital camera. Now, this is a digital camera for folks just like you and me, but it's so high-end, it's like the professionals use. It's Wi-Fi connected. You can shoot and stream to your Facebook or live, share your photos right away. And it has brand new technology, 2D, 3D lens. In one lens, you flip back and forth. They are way out. Samsung is way out in front of this connected camera craze. Something to look to in the coming days as all of this future of technology unfolds here at CES and beyond. I'm Jennifer Jolly, and this is the very latest from consumer electronics.
Some great gadgets, but they can be a bit costly, and if your bank account is drained, it could actually have to do with the lies you're telling yourself. For example, stop telling yourself it's okay to hate your job as long as it pays well. Yes, you have to pay your dues and the job market is bad, but eventually you're gonna have to take a leap of faith and go for the job that will leave you satisfied and fulfilled. And don't turn a blind eye to your finances. You have to balance your bank accounts often, check up on your credit report, and invest in retirement ASAP. Also, don't think you have to get married, have kids, or buy a house. Those are all really big, major life changes. Run the numbers first and don't simply go for it if you can't afford it. Also, stop telling yourself you're a failure just because you're not getting paid paid as much as others. You need to shift your focus to your own career path. Here's a proven fact: 75 grand a year is the threshold for happiness.
Well, kicking congestion from a cold can be tough, but there is one item that is a must to keep in your medicine cabinet this winter.
Cold season is upon us, and I'm not just talking about the chilly weather. I mean the sore throat, sinus congestion, and headaches that affect millions of us each year. Well, working out and eating right can help you avoid getting sick. You should also be prepared this cold and flu season with Advil Congestion Relief. Advil Congestion Relief combines Advil with a proven decongestant to relieve sinus pressure, nasal swelling, congestion, and headaches so you can breathe easier this winter. For a $2 off coupon, check out Advil Congestion Relief on Facebook. Also look for Advil Cold and Sinus behind the pharmacy counter.
So what stories and events will be making headlines this week and have you talking by the water cooler?
Well, Lisa Spooner from our news partner, The Daily Buzz, is here with your week ahead.
Well, good morning, ladies. Topping our news today, 2012's temperatures were best summed up like this.
What's the weather like out there? It's hot. Damn hot. Real hot.
Yeah, temperatures in the continental United States were the hottest last year, over more than a century of record keeping. This latest data points to a longer-term trend of hotter, drier, and potentially more extreme weather, so not so good news. Well, what better way to celebrate pets and fashion all rolled into one? Today is National Dress Up Your Pet Day, so be sure to dress up Fido or Fifi. Matching outfit for you, completely optional. Wednesday, my favorite day. National Nothing Day, which requires you to not observe, celebrate, honor, or commemorate anything. So kick back, relax, and, well, do nothing. And two big movies coming out this Friday: Arnold Schwarzenegger's Last Stand. It also stars Forrest Whitaker and Johnny Knoxville. And as with most Schwarzenegger movies, it's rated R for lots of bloody violence and adult language. And then Mark Wahlberg, Russell Crowe, and Catherine Zeta-Jones star in Broken City, also released Friday. Again, this movie is rated R for language, some sexual content, and violence. And that's what's coming up this week. Back to you, ladies.
Thank you, Miss Lisa. Looking forward to Nothing Day. Looking to change your hairstyle? Well, before you tell your stylist to do the usual, take a look at these hot hair trends courtesy of the New York Post. First off, fresh fringe. Wearing newly trimmed bangs, Beyonce got a simple yet stunning style transformation at a Brooklyn Nets game. Next up, a pixie cut. After shaving her head for her role in Les Mis, Anne Hathaway turned heads at a gala while sporting a super short cut that's bold and feminine. Gradient color. Nobody wants to hear about ombre anymore.
Finally.
Instead, yeah, women are opting for a more subtle shading effect that's not nearly as drastic. Bedhead waves. It's all about the not so perfect style. Tousled waves look effortless and works best if you have longer hair, but if your hair is curly, it's recommended you straighten it first, then put some waves in. I think that's the look we're always trying to achieve,
Yeah,
right?
everybody wants that. And I gotta say, that shortcut, Anne Hathaway, she can pull off anything, so I don't know if that really counts.
I don't know.
You know?
Probably not.
All right, there's more to come on Life Love Shopping. Coming up, we have a guide for all of you adventurous types. We found some of the most extreme places that will take you from Alaska to Wyoming.
Plus, travel isn't always cheap, which is why we have the inside scoop on vacay getaways that won't make you go broke.
Life Love Shopping. So many of us made travel more our New Year's resolution, but if money is tight, it can seem out of reach. So check out these really cheap travel destinations. Hawaii, I know it doesn't sound like it because it seems expensive. It's beautiful, but it's also a destination that sees traffic drop off between now and March when spring break starts up, and the great discounts and spa offers make this time of year the prime time to book a trip there. Also, traffic to the Caribbean and the Bahamas is down. That means softer pricing until demand picks up for spring break travel again. Atlantis Paradise Island in the Bahamas, for example, currently has rates as low as $65 per person per night for a family of 4. more, that is a savings of up to half off of regular rates.
Let's go, girl.
And now don't forget about cruises. I love cruises. The so-called wave season kicked in January 1st. That's the time many cruise lines offer their best deals. So for anybody who's looking to cruise last minute this month or maybe down the road, January is the time to start scoping out the deals.
And if you're up for an adventure, there are plenty of extreme places you can visit right here in the good old US of A, starting off with the coldest community, Fairbanks, Alaska. Average winter temperatures are -5 degrees.
No, thank you.
Highs mid-40s.
Wow.
Visitors deal with the weather for a glance at the Aurora Borealis, aka the Northern Lights, so it's well worth the cold. August through April is prime time aurora viewing.
Beautiful.
And from one extreme to the other, the hottest community, Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Death Valley may be the most scorching since temperatures reach 130 degrees, but it earns the gold star for the hottest place where people actually live. And thought you grew up in a small town? Well, think again. The smallest town in America is Buford, Wyoming. And just how small? Buford has only one, that's right, one resident, Don Simmons. He's the proprietor of the Buford Trading Post, a gas station and convenience store. But it's not clear how long it will hold its title since the town was purchased last September. And coming up tomorrow on Life Love Shopping, get those wine glasses ready. We are talking to Courtney Cox and Josh Hopkins to see what's in store for the new season of Cougar Town. There's some nudity, and we find out if they actually drink real wine during filming.
And they were not shy with their answers.
No.
So, all right, well, we want to connect with you when we're not on TV, so you can stay in touch by liking our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at Life Love Shop. That does it for today. Thanks for joining us.
Yep, have a great week.